Hey yogis, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. So today's morning's practice is about going in and maybe allowing that flow of prana to move freely through our bodies, through our energetic field. So as always, remember to take care of your body, any muscle or joint that might be speaking to you right now. Pay attention to it. If there is any pose that doesn't work for you, skip it. And also we're going to be working with a faster breathing pattern. However, if you have high blood pressure, there's any heart condition or even eye pressure, don't worry about this, the pace of the breath. Work at your own pace and let it be. It's okay. You're still going to get that flow of prana moving, and that's what we're here to do, all right? So we're going to, for today's practice, you may want to have a bolster or a pillow for the end. You can also have 2 blankets if you would like, just to pat yourself, and a strap might be needed. If you don't want to use props, that's okay too. So we're going to start laying down on the back, relaxing on our Shavasana, grounding ourselves, just bringing the feet maybe mat width apart, drawing the blades together. Sometimes it helps if you feel there a lot of discomfort on your lumbar spine when you lay flat on the mat. It helps when you tuck your tailbone and release the lower back and the sacrum on the floor. And then you can extend your legs. Sometimes the shoulders rise without us being aware of it. So to avoid that, draw your blades together and pull them down. That will keep your shoulders away from the ears, keeping that elongation of the neck. If your head falls back, remember you can always place your hands on the back of the neck and slide your hands up, resting the back of the head on the floor. Bring your hands by your sides, palms facing up, and just take a few moments here, adjust, maybe wiggle your body, just taking the time to let your body fall onto the ground heavily. On your next inhalation, bring the awareness down to your feet and just feel your toes, maybe without moving them. Notice any sensations on your foot soles. Bring the awareness to the top of your feet and your ankles. Notice your lower legs. Pay attention if your calves are touching the ground. Notice your knees. Try to soften your knees and pay attention if the back of your knees are touching the floor. If you hyperextend, they might, but it's normal to have space between the back of the legs and the ground, the back of the knees particularly. Notice your thighs. If they are still active, you can squeeze them and then let them go. Notice your buttocks. Same thing. These muscles take longer to relax, so you can go ahead and give them a big squeeze first, and then when you exhale, let them go. Allow your hips to be heavy. Relax your spine. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck, your jaw. Relax your eyes. Pay attention to your arms. Feel the weight of your arms. Allow your hands to be relaxed. Let your fingers curl naturally into your palms. No tension, no effort, just relaxation. And as you take your next inhalation, fill up your belly for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhala 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhala. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhala. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhala. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhala. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhala. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhala. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhala. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back to your normal breath. Don't let your mind wander. Observe. We'll take one more breath here, full deep breath. And exhale, let all the air go. When you are ready, bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor, tuck your tailbone, hug your knees, and rock side to side. Maybe keep your eyes closed. Keep breathing. Come back to center. Rest your feet on the ground and place your hands on your tummy. Have your feet close together, maybe touching, knees together, maybe touching. Now inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. No high blood pressure, heart condition, or being pregnant. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one on your own. Go back to your normal breath. Observe. If Kumbhaka feels right, holding the breath, we may include it into the next series. It is an crocodile series inspired exercises that we're going to be doing. Draw your shoulders into wet sockets and bring your hands onto the floor, palms facing up, hands overhead. If this is too much for your shoulders, move your arms at a T position instead. If you need extra grip, bring your palms to face down. Now pick your arm position, shoulders into wet sockets in whichever version you have picked. Extend your legs, flex your feet, and bring your legs together. Now inhale deeply here. You may hold the breath or you exhale and inhale. And if you're doing Kumbhaka, rotate your pelvis to the left and stack your hips to the right, to the left, to the right. Center, exhale, relax. Again, inhale deeply, flex your feet, squeeze your legs, your glutes. Kumbhaka, rotate left, right, left, right, center, exhale. Breathe deeply, observe. Don't let your mind wander. So pay attention how this holding of the breath felt for you. If something felt like you shouldn't be doing it, it's right that whatever voice is talking to you right now, listen to it. Usually is your inner teacher coming through, so pay attention to what it's trying to tell you. Now, bring your right leg over the left, flexing your feet and crossing your ankles. So instead of placing the foot up just yet, just cross your ankles, engage your inner thighs, engage your bum. You can change your arm position if this is not working for you anymore. Inhale deeply, kumbhaka, maybe, and left, right, left, right, center, exhale. Again, inhale, kumbhaka, left, right, left, right, center, exhale. Crossing the other way. Engage your glutes, your legs, readjust if you need to. Inhale. Kumbhaka maybe. Left, right, left, right, center, exhale. Last one, inhale. Engage and left, right, left, right, center, and exhale. Uncross your legs, take a few moments, watch your breath. If you still have your socks on, like I do, so you may take them off right now because the next one, you need extra grip for your toes. And flex your feet, spread your toes wide, draw your shoulders into a socket. So when you're ready, bring your right foot right over the left and maybe place the Achilles tendon between the big toe and second toe on the left foot. Keep your feet active to avoid upsetting your feet, your toes. You really want to engage your legs, your glutes here, so you're not putting all that pressure on your feet. This might be a little more intense stretch, so you're welcome to bring your arms at a T position if you have your arms in a different place. Now breathe in, maybe kumbhaka. Keep breathing as you move to the left, and right, and left, and right, and center, and breathe. Or exhale, whichever version you're doing. Inhale deeply, kumbhaka, or keep breathing. Left, and right, and left, and right, center, exhale, uncross, observe. Notice your body, notice your breath. Other side, flex your feet, bring your left foot over the right, between the Achilles between big toe, second toe, blades together, glutes engaged, breathe in, hold maybe, or breathe, left, right, left, right, center, exhale. Again, breathe in, maybe kumbhaka, left, right, left, right, center, and exhale. Uncross your legs, close your eyes, observe. Don't let your mind wander. Feel your breath flowing a little bit easier. This series helps to unclog the nadis. The nadis are the channels in which the prana travels to. Remember that prana is your source of your life force, your source of energy. So we're gonna go again with our arms either at a T position. You can bring them overhead. Bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the ground. Have your knees and your feet touching. Inhale here. Now, the next breath, you pick. You can do hot breath or you can do your nostril breathing. Your choice. If you choose to do hot breath, before we start the series, let's practice a little bit. Inhale through your nostrils. And bump your navel and make the sound ha, and press your body down. Inhale, ha, inhale, ha. So the sound of ha comes right from your tummy, like in martial arts. So you don't want it to come from your throat. Otherwise, it's gonna get raspy. You don't want that. So be super careful with your breath. If it doesn't feel right, you can just do ha, gentle, but make sure the ha comes here. If not, It's almost like Kapalabhati breath. Once again, high blood pressure, heart condition, or just you have a headache, or your sinuses are full, like you feel pressure on your sinuses, then don't do this type of breath. Maybe inhale through your nostrils and exhale through your mouth. All right, or breathe normally as you can. Inhale, and right leg out to the right knee out to the right, making the sound ha. Inhale, left knee out, ha. Inhale up, and switch, ha. Inhale, and ha. Inhale, ha. Now your opposite glute will leave the floor. That's okay, but your knee stays pointing straight ahead. Inhale, center, and ha. The knee is gonna try to go out or in the opposite knee. Don't let it. Okay, we're gonna start together, shoulder blades together. Inhale, ha, 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 ha. Come back to center and breathe. Notice. Notice your heartbeat. Notice the breath. Walk your feet out to the sides, just as wide as it feels right. Inhale. And as you exhale, in any version you have picked, right knee goes in. Inhale. Left knee. Now, the opposite knee is going to try to move out. Don't let it. Keep it pointing what it was pointing originally to the best of your ability. Let's do it. Inhale. Or ha, ha, or slower. Pick your pace, pick your breath, find your rhythm. By the way, you want to roll the weight onto the inner edge of the foot when it goes in. Make sure that that foot sole doesn't stay flat on the ground. And if you worry that your husband wonders what the heck you're doing with that ha, and you can breathe in and out through your nostrils more quietly. That's okay. Ha, 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 ha. Last one. We started right, we finished left. Return to center, heel to your feet together, relax, bring your hands by your sides. Observe. Perfect. You may hug your knees and rock side to side. If you have your strap handy, you may get a hold of it. Return to your back if you had to come up like me. And bring your strap on the ball of the right foot. So we're not doing the traditional crocodile. We are going into a variation. So you want to be mindful of your hip. So you are welcome to bend your knee as you go out to the side. Make sure you're not pushing your knee too close in. Try to keep it in line with your hip if you're going sideways. You can keep the opposite knee bent, or if it works for your hip, extend your leg onto the floor. So either knee is bent or extended. We're gonna do 10 rounds. Bring your left arm at a T position. Inhale here and ha. Inhale. Ha. 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 And we'll do 5 more. Ha. 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 And come back to center. Switch your hand. Bring your right hand at a T position. Inhale. Exhale. We're not doing spinal twist just yet. Just the leg. Ha. 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 Watch for your knee. 5 more. Come back to center. Now we're doing the twist. Inhale here and twist. Inhale back to center and twist. Pick your breath, pick your pace. We'll do 10 all together. Keep your right shoulder on the floor to the best of your ability. 5 more, I believe. Inhale, come back to center and release your strap, release your leg down. Take a few moments, observe. Notice how the breath changes. Notice the heartbeat. So this moment right here is the one moment that you work so hard for. Don't miss it. One of the things that I learned from my teacher, Friedel, was getting a little more comfortable with the pause. It's not something that we are used to, and especially right now, we're being called to slow down and even stop completely. So just pay attention to what your breath does when you do that, when you struggle with that. That's okay to struggle, actually, it's normal. Just be aware of it. Now when you're ready, maybe your right leg extends or keep it bent. You don't have to fully extend the knee, by the way. Remember, you have to be careful with your joints. Whichever version you have picked, draw your shoulders into its sockets. Inhale here, and 10 rounds, leg out to the left. Hop. Inhale. Hop. You can help with that, with your strap. 5 more. And when you are done with your round, switch arms. Inhale. Not pelvis, just the leg. Inhale. Five more. Inhale, center, we'll do in rotation. Breathe in. Pick your breath, pick your pace. Five more maybe. Inhale, back to center, release the strap. And exhale, release your leg down in whichever way you can safely do that. Close your eyes, watch your breath, and don't let your mind wander. Take one more breath here, full deep breath. And when you are ready, bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor, and move on to your favorite side. Take a few moments here, check in once again, check in with your body, your heart, see if you can feel your heartbeat. Notice your breath again. And take your top hand to help yourself up on your next exhalation. So once here on your knees, you may have a blanket or 2 blankets, depending what you need. And you can get some water if that hot breath dried out your throat. It did mine, so get like a little drink. Now from your knees, walk yourself onto your tabletop position. From tabletop, you're gonna inhale into cow stretch. Gaze is to the top of the mat. forward or up. Watch for the neck. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, draw the navel in. Inhale. Now, you may do this a little faster with the hot breath or breathing through your nostrils. If fast doesn't work, do it at your own pace. Watch for the neck. If you find that your neck is sensitive and you don't want to work with it, that's okay. You can work with the rest of the spine, work with your lumbar and thoracic spine, and keep your cervical spine as neutral as you can. So that means that your gaze stays between the hands. If it's okay for you to move your head, go for it. But always moving with mindfulness. Always moving at the pace of the breath. Keep your feet active. Press them down onto the floor. You will round your back on the exhalation, drawing the navel in. Last one. And inhale back to center. Exhale, toes touch, knees wide, sit back. You may stack your fists, rest your forehead down. Take a few moments here, watch. Don't let your mind go away. Bring your hands under the shoulders, and as you exhale, push yourself up. Walk towards the top of the mat once more, and have your tabletop position. You can go on a longer tabletop, that's okay. Now we're gonna go into circles with the whole body. So moving with the hips, circle your body forward, circle back. Reverse the circle. Engage your core, draw your navel in so your shoulders are also working, your shoulder blades. We're doing 10 on each side, by the way. Three more. And when you're ready, come back to center, toes touch, knees out, stack your fist, forehead down. Watch. Take one more breath, full deep breath. And with control, bring your hands under the shoulders as you breathe in. Push yourself up slowly as you breathe out. Walk onto tabletop once more, curl the toes under, and try to draw your navel in, pull the pelvic floor muscles up, and push your knees up and back, allowing your chest to go towards the thighs. From here, you can move your blanket out of the way if you wish. Relax your neck, move your head, yes, move it, no. It is not, there is no goal of touching the floor with your heels, so you might do that. Some of you will have more space between your feet and your hands. Some of you will have to go a little closer to get that inverse V shape. So whatever you do, make sure it's supported off your shoulders. Then eyes of the elbows face forward. Open up through the upper back, so space between your shoulder blades. Maybe lift the toes and try to press your heels down. Maybe allow your tailbone to push up towards the sky. We'll take one more breath here, full deep breath. With control, as you inhale, walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees. And maybe sit on your heels. If this is a no for your hips or for your knees, you can go on a kneeling position, rest your knees onto the floor. Bring your hands together in Namaste and roll your shoulders back. Draw your navel in. Bring your hands down by your feet And slowly as you exhale, extend your legs about a fist distance between your knees. Watch for your lower back. Draw your shoulders into its sockets, move them away from the ears. Keep your knees as bent as you need to. The outer edges of your feet may be parallel to the outer edges of the mat. They might not be, so watch it. Make sure your knees are not collapsing at the center. Keep them pointing straight ahead. Hands on your thighs, navel in, and slowly help yourself up. Take your time. Shoulders back and down. Engage your bum. Engage your core, draw your navel once more and up and up. Palms face forward. Pull your fingertips down. Keep your hands by your sides and allow the weight to go back to your heels. Press the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Put some weight on the balls of the feet, but maybe let your toes lift. Notice if you are putting more weight on left or right foot, try to balance the weight. Maybe move gently side to side. Maybe move gentle back and forth. And maybe return to center when you're ready. Pressing the crown up, pressing your feet on the ground. Awesome. Tuck your chin, blink your eyes open, release your posture, shake the tension up. You can stay at the back of the mat if you wish. I'm just gonna face you so that you see what's happening now. So you wanna have your feet mat width apart and make sure that, that your knees and your toes always point on the same direction. So that means that maybe your toes point forward, but maybe they point slightly out, but the kneecaps will always point right at the second toe. So watch for that because it's important. So once you get here, you're gonna hinge right from the hips. So if you look sideways, it looks something like this. If you have a big hinge on your back, you might try to do that. So to avoid that, imagine like you're trying to go to the bathroom and you're holding, so you're lifting the pelvic floor. You're not necessarily squeezing, just think about a lift. Draw your navel in, and as soon as you draw the navel in, your spine and your pelvis will adjust into neutral. So you want to be careful with that because we're gonna stay in this position for a little bit. So draw the navel in, and maybe some of you hinge a little further forward until your arms rest back. Avoid this, remember, a lot of control by putting the weight on the heels, engaging your glutes, engaging your legs. Just by cueing this, you might already start feeling your body, your heart rate going up because your legs and your glutes are working hard. So make sure that your breath is slow. If you need to come out, up and breathe, please do that. All right, so once you get your position, hinge forward comfortably without putting any pressure on your lumbar spine. Elongation of the neck, so don't look up, don't let your head dangle. Bring your hands down, those ones let them dangle, and breathe here, and maybe bounce gently side to side. So my teacher used to call this the cosmic walk. So you're gonna inhale your arms to the right, exhale, bounce and back. We'll do 10, inhale. And come back to center. If you need to come out of your squat, you do that. Otherwise, we go on to the other side when you're ready. Arms to the other side. Come back to center, breathe. Bring yourself back to center, hands on your thighs, slowly help yourself up, shoulders back and down. Squeeze your bum, relax your feet on the ground, observe. Don't miss the pause. Pay attention on your heartbeat. Pay attention on the elongation of your breath. It will start getting longer with every round you take. Take one more breath here, full deep breath. When you're ready, open your eyes, hinge at the hips. Remember, you're picking your breath and you're picking your pace. So not because I'm going faster, you need to go fast. You can pause the video and move on with us once you're done with each series. So really take care of yourself. If you start feeling lightheaded, same thing, you stop. And then once you have recollected your breath, then you come back to the series. All right, so we hinge again. Toes are maybe lifted, so maybe mat width apart with your feet. You can go wider or closer. Check with your hips what they say. On the next one, bring your arms forward. Inhale. And imagine like you're taking stuff right from in front of you and pushing them back. You don't need that stuff anymore. Take it out of your way. Just think about doing that, purging, that cleansing of your energy, just cleansing your aura with your breath. And when you're ready, come back to center. Hands on your thighs, squeeze your bum, and slowly come up. Shoulders back and down, palms face forward. Watch it. If you're not dizzy, close your eyes. If you feel dizzy, keep your eyes open. Wiggle your fingers. And slow down your breath or think about exhaling longer. And slow down your pace for the next one. Awesome. When you're ready, hinge. Remember to adjust your back. We don't want any pressure on the lower back. Hinge forward, arms down, and circles inwards. Bigger. And we switch. Smaller the other way. Engage your glutes. And bigger. And come back to center. Hands on your thighs and slowly come up. Shoulders back and down. Maybe close your eyes, palms face forward, observe. Don't miss the pause. Really watch it here. Take one more breath, full deep breath. Bring your feet closer together in Tadasana, about fist distance apart, heels slightly wider apart. Hands together, close your eyes, watch your breath. See if you can balance yourself on your Tadasana with your eyes closed. Relax your toes on the floor, but don't let them grip. Find your center of gravity. Notice your breath elongating. And tuck your chin onto your chest, blink your eyes open, release your hands, and walk it out. Great job. Now, you can go by the wall if you like, or we're going to stay maybe near the wall, or if you want to bring a chair. So we're going to go into a balancing pose. Make sure that this feels right. So some of us may hold on to the left foot with the right hand, flexing the foot. If your hip doesn't like this today, please stay on your Vrksasana or tree pose. We have been working on this pose, and some days, like I today, just doing a tree pose or any balancing pose is just challenging. So don't take yourself too seriously and do what it works. If you decide to hold, or your body decides that it's okay to hold onto the left foot, you want to micro bend that right knee, flex your foot, and reach up with your left hand as you inhale. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, just like we have been doing, and reach forward with your arm. Maybe bend your knee a little more, and maybe reach your fingertips towards the floor. And inhale, come right out. And sometimes that will work, sometimes it won't. Maybe do 2 more, maybe. And once again, you can go by the wall. You don't have to go all the way down if your balance doesn't allow you, like me. And come up slowly. So usually your more flexible hip will be the less stable. If, like me, you don't seem to be able to go down, stay wherever your body allows you and breathe there. You can keep your toes on the floor for extra balance. Squeeze your bum. And when you are ready, you're gonna come back up. If you went for the 3rd round, release your foot, release your hands, and walk it out and shake the tension off. And of course, we're gonna do it on the other side. So remember, each side is different. One side might be not so stable compared to the other, and that's fine. So trying 3 rounds. Inhale, reaching up with the right hand, and exhale, reach forward and down. If the one side didn't allow you to do 3, I highly recommend that you stay even on the other side, even if the other side seems more stable. So try to keep it even. So in my case, I went 1.5 down, and I will stay in the same way for this side. Watch for your knee, and you may go to your 3 pose, or you continue to close to finish your 3 rounds. And when you are done with your 3 rounds, you're gonna release your foot, release your hands, and bring your foot down and walk it out and shake the tension off. Awesome. Let me know how you did with this one, please. So we're gonna go down onto the floor, no fancy way. Have your knees apart. You can have your blanket again, and extend your arms forward, rest your forehead down. Take a few moments here. On your next inhalation, lift your head, press your hands onto the floor, and as you exhale, push your body forward, bring your knees closer together. You're gonna walk towards the top of the mat, tuck your tailbone, and lower your body. Extend your feet, keep them parallel, and bring your arms out to the sides at a T position. Bring your forehead or chin down onto the floor. If you are quite gifted and this doesn't work for you, rest here, up here, making space. Otherwise, maybe T position. Breathe. Watch for your neck. So some of you will be comfortable keeping the chin on the floor, but some of you won't. So then rest your forehead down instead. Bend your right knee and bring it out to the right. And your gaze goes maybe to the left. If that is a no-no, keep your gaze towards the right. If you are comfortable here, maybe extend your leg out to the right and breathe. Some of you might try to touch your toes, but you don't have to. Make sure this is not pinching your back. Try to keep both hip bones touching the floor. Bring your hands under the shoulders and move them behind you. If this is too much, bend your knee instead. Elbows in towards the body. Inhale, lift onto cobra. Both feet are active. One is flexed, the other one is extended. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, without putting too much pressure on your hands. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Getting a nice stimulation on the right side of your body. Inhale and hold. Breathe deeply. Draw your shoulders away from the ears to the best of your ability. Keep your gaze somewhere on the mat. The next time you exhale, slowly and with control, bring your forehead down. Arms at a T position. Maybe chin on the floor if neck allows. Bend your knee, extend it, and take a few moments here. Big toes touch, heels out. When you are ready, bend your left knee out to the left. Balance your hips to the best of your ability. Maybe gaze to the right. If this is not comfortable, gaze to the left is fine. Now check with your hip. You may extend that left leg once again, flexing your foot, engaging hip and legs and hips. So you're trying to press that heel away from you. Now when you're ready, bring your hands under the shoulders and then move them behind you a little bit. Elbows in towards the body. Inhale, lift. Feel the squeeze on the left side. Watch with your hands. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. 3 more. Last one. Bring your chin or forehead on the floor. T position of the arms. When you are ready, bend your left knee and extend your leg. You can then bring your hands under the forehead, bend your knees, and windshield wipe your feet. Come back to center, rest your feet on the floor. Bring your hands under the shoulders. Next time you exhale, push yourself up on your knees. Curl the toes under, pick up the hips, the knees, and relax on your downward dog. Breathe deeply here. If downward dog doesn't work, you can go onto dolphin pose, hug your elbows, rest your hands together, maybe interlace your fingers, or keep them shoulder width apart. Tuck your toes and lift. So pick the one that works best for your body right now and breathe. Take one more breath, full deep breath. And when you're ready, back down onto your knees as you inhale and sit back in any way that feels right as you exhale. All right. So we are going to gather our props. So I recommend you have your 2 blankets handy. If you have a cushion, some of you might need it. Some of you won't use props at all, and that's okay. So no right or wrong, just make sure it feels right. So I'm going to use my cushion to sit on it, and I'm going to have my 2 blankets for my hamstrings. Okay. So sitting on my cushion, and then I'm going to move forward a little bit just so that it helps to tilt my pelvis. I won't really be needing that. So go with your legs wide. It doesn't have to be too wide. Maybe mat width apart, maybe a little wider. If you decide to do the blankets, you may fold them and fold them at the same width, height. So make sure they're about the same width, I guess that's the word. You let me know if it isn't. All right, so then flex your feet and press yourself down onto the floor, drawing your pubic bone forward. Flex your feet, lengthen, breathe in, and breathe out. Your feet are active. If you have a block, you can also be sitting on the edge of a block. Breathe. Awesome. Now when you are ready, bring your arms out to the sides at a T position and bend your elbows. Draw your shoulders into wet sockets. You may go on to Gyan Mudra. Inhale here. And as you exhale, rotate to your right. Inhale, left. And you go into the breath and pace that works for you. You don't need to go too far. Remember to send your pubic bone down towards the floor. Keep your shoulder blades engaged. Don't jerk, don't go too far. Watch for your spine. You don't want to torque it. Just let your body tell you how far you should be going, how fast you should be going. We started to the right, we finished to the left. Come back to center, inhale, exhale, release. Shoulders back and down, shake the tension, relax your feet, readjust if you need to readjust. Maybe your legs together, closer together, maybe wider apart. Inhale here, now bring your hands at a T position as you inhale. And as you exhale, side bend towards your right and bring your fingertips towards the toes. Inhale and some of you will touch, some of you won't, and don't make it a goal. You can stay up here and go a little bit more into elongation. But if you want to go and touch your toes, you can do that too. Always watching for your hips, always watching for your back. Crossing one arm forward and the other one over. We started to the right, we finished to the left. Inhale and exhale. And maybe from here, hinge forward, hands on the floor. Make sure this is not bothering your back. This is important. Some of you might walk further down. Some of you might rest your chest on the floor, but that's not a goal. So stay where it feels good. Keep your feet active. Keep your shoulder blades together. And maybe tuck your chin onto your chest and move it across the collarbone side to side. Come back to center when you're ready. Bring your gaze forward. Walk your hands towards your body. Bend your knees. Help them with your legs. Bring them forward and shake the tension off. And move your feet side to side. You can have your blankets to the sides if you're comfortable sitting on your cushion. We're going to do that. We're going to stay seated for a little bit. I need a higher support, so I'm going to fold my pillow here. If you have a bolster, you can sit on your bolster. You can also have your blankets to pad your knees if it feels like they're not comfortably going all the way down to the floor. And once you are all comfortably seated, I'm going to bring your hands on the knees and curl the tip of the finger, the index finger, into your thumb. And your tip of the thumb will touch your middle finger and your ring finger. And the pinky will be just hanging out. Once again, index finger goes to the base of the thumb. And then your thumb touches the middle finger and the ring finger. Apana Vayu Mudra. So one of my favorite mudras, shoulders back and down. This was one of my teacher's favorite as well. And it does help to slow down your heart rate. So we work hard and we were getting all that prana all around us, and we were cleansing our energetic field throughout the whole practice. So hopefully, as you sit still now, your hips feel like they can hold you. Your body can maybe hold you upright so that prana continues to flow through your whole spine. And as we know, the spinal cord is where all those hormones travel to send signals to the rest of all those neurotransmitters that go into the rest of the body. But think about that spinal cord also holding these two channels along it. And these channels are known as the nadis. And when we work here with our movement and our breath, we are unclogging those nadis. We are removing all that energy that is stale, that we don't need anymore, so that new, fresh, nutritious prana can just infuse every corner of our beings. So I will leave you to this mudra and breath. You don't have to control it, just watch it. Don't let your mind wander. Relax your jaw, let it drop a little bit. A sensation you may experience is a warmth sensation on your Anahata chakra, your heart center, the center of the chest at a heart level. You may also start noticing that your heart rate starts slowing down. And you may also notice the exhalation gets longer. We are working with the cleansing wind of the breath, the exhalation. It is only when we take out the undesirable energy that we create space for new and fresh energy to walk in through our bodies. Remember that when your breath is long, deep, and full, your mind cannot hold unkind thoughts, fearful thoughts. It is okay to struggle, to feel overwhelmed. It is okay. It is normal. It is human. If you find yourself wrestling with your mind, the yogis say that the best remedy for that is to turn to our breaths, to observe the breath, and then take a step a little further, control it. So we've been controlling the breath throughout the practice, now we just watch. I'll leave you to it for a couple more breaths. Don't let your mind wander. Take 3 more breaths here. When you finish with your 3rd exhalation, relax your mudra. Observe the breath once more. Eyes open or closed. Find your way onto your back. If you have a bolster or a pillow and you would like to use it for support, you're welcome to do that. You can have it under the knees. Rest onto your back. Maybe go onto your butterfly position with or without your prop. Bring your hands in any position that feels right for you. When you are ready, mindfully bring your knees up and extend your legs on the bolster or on the floor. Relax your feet, your legs. Relax your glutes. Hips and shoulders are heavy. Relax your arms. Relax your back, your neck and jaw. Relax your facial muscles. Observe your breath. If you need more Shavasana time, remember you can always pause the video and maybe close with us later. Otherwise, 3 more breaths here. When you are ready, send your breath and awareness down to your feet. Wiggle your toes. Move your feet side to side. Wiggle your fingers. Stretch your arms overhead and tense every muscle from toes to fist. Tight, tight, tight. Squeeze, tense, stretch. Put on face. Exhale, release. Again, inhale deeply, stretch, point or flex your feet. All tensions, worries, sadness into the hands. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, stretch and tense and squeeze. All tensions, all stresses go to the hands, and when you're ready, open your hands and let them go. And remember, they are in better hands. Move onto your side when you're ready. And take a few moments once you get there. And checking in again with your body, with your energy, with your mind. Use your top hand to help yourself up on your next exhalation. And find your way onto any comfortable seated position that will work for you. Draw your hands together at the center of the heart in Namaste position, and relax your jaw and your face. We'll take a breath together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to Om. Relax your jaw, your face, rub your hands together. Keep breathing. Mukula Mudra over your eyes. Blink your eyes open. Breathe in, expand. Side out. Inhale. Side out. Last one, breathe in. Let all tension out. And shower yourself with your own good vibes and shake off tensions and stresses and stuff that you don't need. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.